Welcome. In this tutorial, we will be creating a multi-strand bracelet using traditional check glass seed beads, sterling silver beads and components. The bracelet is great for beginners as the design is really easy to create with easy to use components that guarantees a professional finish. The multi-strand cord cable end fitting is a neat, petite, multifunctional component. For this project, I'm going to use the end fitting to hold 3 strands of cable. The cable I am using is a 49 strand, 0.45mm diameter. This cable is super soft and flexible, giving me the confidence my design will last indefinitely. The seed beads used in the design create a dynamic colour combination. I am using the colour Marine Blue Sol Gel in 2 different effects. Marine Blue Alabaster, which is translucent glass, and Marine Blue Transparent glass with a silver lined core. The 2 work together with a 3rd contrasting colour, Silver Metallic, creating a strong contrast with the 2 Sol Gel colours. To get started, cut 3 pieces of 49 strand nylon coated cable between 23 and 25 centimeters in length. Pick up your cord end fitting and slide the 3 ends of cable into the fitting. Make sure all the cable ends are parallel within the cord end, with the 3 ends visible but not protruding outside of the cord end. Do not rush this part. Using a pair of chain nose pliers, squeeze gently on the middle section only of the component. Use the tips of your chain nose pliers. Turn the squeezed component over 180 degrees and apply gentle pressure to equalize the pressure on both sides of the component. Repeat the gentle but firm squeezing to guarantee all 3 strands of cable are firmly held in place. Pick up onto all the 3 lengths of cable at the same time 1 4mm sterling silver round bead. Affix the catch to the end of the bracelet. This helps work out the length of the bracelet at a later stage. Always open your jump rings apart gently, one side towards you and one side away from you. Slide your open jump ring into the loop of your cord end fitting, then slide the ring of the catch into the jump ring. Close your jump ring. Taking 1 strand of cable at a time, pick up the size 11 seed beads in one colour until you have covered 2/3 of the strand. Repeat with the other strands of cable, each with a different colour of seed bead. Pop a mini bulldog clip onto your work to keep your beads from falling off whilst working on your other strands of cable. Continue adding seed beads to the cable strands until the correct length has been reached. To check the length, pick up onto the 3 strands 1 4mm sterling bead. And pick up the cord cable end and pass the 3 strands of cable through the cord end fitting, making sure they all exit the same side of the loop. If you need to remove or add seed beads, remove the end fitting and 4mm bead to make any changes. When the correct length is achieved and the 4mm sterling bead and the cord end fitting are in the correct position, snugged up against the seed beads, using a pair of chain nose pliers, squeeze gently on the middle section only of the component. Use the tips of your chain nose pliers. Turn the squeezed component over 180 degrees and apply gentle pressure to equalize the pressure on both sides of the component. Repeat the gentle but firm squeezing to guarantee all 3 strands of cable are firmly held in place. Using cable cutters, cut off the excess cable as close to the end fitting as possible. Before attaching a jump ring to the opposite side of the bracelet to join the 2 sides of the bracelet using the catch, we have to create an extender chain. Cut a piece of chain so it consists of 11 links. Put that aside until later. Use a 50mm charm pin to create the end. Charm pins are 0.4mm diameter wire, which makes bending and shaping the wire easier. There is a small bead welded onto the bottom of the wire to hold the choice of beads on the wire. Pick up onto your charm pin from your colourway 1 size 11 seed bead from each of your 3 colours. Holding the threaded beads in one hand, use chain nose pliers to grip the charm pin very close to the top of the seed bead and gently bend the wire 90 degrees. Place round nose pliers above but touching the 90-degree bend. With your spare hand, wrap the charm pin wire around the pliers to create a loop. Pick up the length of 11 links of chain onto your loop. Hold the loop between chain nose pliers. With your spare hand, take the tail of the charm pin and wrap the charm pin tail over the front of the neck of the wire. Rotate the beads 180 degrees, bringing the tail of the charm pin into the previous position. This allows more control over the wrapping. With your spare hand, take the tail and continue to wrap the charm pin tail over the front of the neck of the wire. Repeat the steps until the charm pin tail is flush up against the top of the seed bead. The excess wire is now cut off and the end tucked in with the tips of your chain nose pliers. This should be approximately 3 to 4 full wraps. Open up a 4.5mm jump ring with your chain nose pliers. Always open your jump rings apart gently, one side towards you and one side away from you, and slide it into the top link of your piece of chain and reclose. The extender chain is now ready for the next stage. Pick up a new 4.5mm jump ring and open the jump ring up using your chain nose pliers. On the opposite side of the bracelet to the catch end of the bracelet, slide the open jump ring into your cable end fitting. Before you close the jump ring, pick up your extender chain onto the open jump ring, then close your jump ring. To make a neat little jewellery set, you can very easily create a stretchy ring in 3 colours. Use some elastic jewellery bead cord and some additional 2.2mm sterling round beads with which to hide your knots, and voila! This is the simplest of designs, but an effective addition to complete the look. If you enjoyed the tutorial and would like to make the Karah multi-strand bracelet, I've put the links in the description for the 2 bead colour options, marine blue and wineberry. I've also included links to the elastic jewellery bead cord and the 2.2mm sterling beads. Thank you for watching.